Have you ever done something good and felt like God owed you one? Maybe you avoided a big temptation or finally forgave someone who really hurt you, and you thought, okay, God, now it's your turn to bless me. Today, we're looking at a short story Jesus told that completely flips that I scratch your back, you scratch mine mindset on its head. It's the parable of the unworthy servant from Luke chapter 17. To understand this story, we have to see what happened right before it. Jesus had just given his disciples some nearly impossible orders. He told them they must never cause others to sin, and, this is the big one, they must forgive a person 7 times in a single day if they say they're sorry. The disciples were so overwhelmed they cried out, "Increase our faith!" They thought they needed a giant quantity of faith to pull this off. Jesus told them that faith isn't about how much you have, but about who your faith is in. Even faith as tiny as a mustard seed can uproot a massive tree and throw it into the sea. But then, he told this parable to make sure they didn't get proud. He wanted them to know that even if they could move mountains and forgive everyone perfectly, they still hadn't earned extra credit with God. Jesus asks them to imagine a doulos, a servant or slave in the first century. This wasn't a modern office job. It was hard, 24/7 labor. Imagine this worker coming in from a long, exhausting day of plowing the fields or looking after sheep. His muscles are aching, and he's hungry. Does the master say, "Oh, you poor thing, come sit down and let me fix you dinner"? Of course not. In that culture, the master would say, "Get yourself ready, put on your apron and serve me while I eat and drink. After I'm finished, then you can eat." The servant's work wasn't done just because the field work was finished. His duty was to his master's needs first, regardless of how tired he felt. This sounds harsh to us today, but Jesus was using a real-world example. His listeners understood to show the absolute priority of God's will. Then Jesus asks the kicker question, would the master thank the servant because he did what he was told to do? In the original language, this thanks implies a debt of gratitude, as if the master now owes the servant something. The answer is a resounding no. The servant didn't do a special favor. He simply fulfilled his obligation. He did what he was bought to do. Jesus applies this directly to us. He says, when you have done everything you were told to do, you should say, "We are unworthy servants. We have only done our duty." The word unworthy doesn't mean you are valueless. It means you are unprofitable to God in the sense that you haven't given him anything he didn't already deserve. We can't put the creator of the universe in our debt. Here is the beauty of the gospel. While this parable teaches us our duty, another passage in Luke chapter 12 reveals God's grace. Jesus promised that when he returns, the master will actually gird himself to serve his faithful servants. We serve him because he first loved us and redeemed us. We aren't bargaining for a paycheck. We are responding to a king who gave everything for us. Subscribe for more on the parables of Jesus.